Morning, dear all. As we know that our second chapter, new kings and kingdoms, going on, right? So where we have already discussed about the emergence of new dynasties, how it become possible. Then we have learned, administration in the kingdoms, right? How they were managing all the things and all. Then we have discussed prashastis and land grants, right? So, and the last topic we have done yesterday, warfare for wealth, students, right? Students, still here we have seen how the kings were, came to be introduced, okay, in power and all. So today topic of discussion is a closer look the Cholas. Okay, as you can see in this map, the we can say that dynasty of the Cholas were spreading in the a large part of our India. You can see from downside it is going to north side. Okay, so uh, we will today we will discuss about the Cholas, story of Cholas. Okay, so the Cholas dynasty was a strong empire in South India, and it has ruled over India from 800 and 1200 AD, right? 800 AD, between 800 AD and 1200 AD. So the rulers of dynasties were also as the imperial Cholas, and because of the powerful empire which they established in South India. So we can say that Chola dynasty started their ruling power or administration system in South India. Okay, so they ruled in South India for nearly 4 centuries. So their capital was Thanjavur or Thanjore. Initially, it was called Thanjore, and later on, it was known as Thanjavur. Right. So we can say that they have, ruled over nearly 4 centuries, and we can have an idea how much powerful they were. Vijayalaya founded the Chola dynasty. If somebody asks who found Chola dynasty, Vijayalaya. Okay, Vijayalaya, right? Vijayalaya was a king who found Chola dynasty. He built the town of Thanjavur. Okay, he built the town of Thanjavur, and we have already discussed why the kings were, building up these temples and all to show their powers and all, right? So, where he has built this? He built the town of Thanjavur, a beautiful city of temples. Okay, we can see that there were so many temples here, so many temples were there. So he also built the temple of goddess Nishumbasudini. Okay, so that is a goddess. Okay, the Cholas kings also built so many temples. From one of them, okay, so Nishumbha Sudini temple made by Cholas was very famous. We can see that, right? Not only this, so many other splendid temples and bronze sculptures they have been made. Okay, so first we will talk properly ki who was these Cholas. Okay, here it is in your book, it is given in brief. I am going to tell you in detail. So first we will learn about Rajendra Chola. Who was Rajendra Chola? Rajendra Chola started administration system and came to in ruling power in 1985 AD to 1016 AD, right? So the greatest Chola king was Rajendra Chola. He was a brilliant commander also. He was also called Rajendra I. Rajendra Raja, sorry, Raj Raja I. Raj Raja I, Raj Raja Chola he was the first greatest or powerful ruler. Okay, he ruled from 1985 to 1016 AD. He inherited a small kingdom, but within a few years it developed into a big empire with an organized army and navy, strong administration power, and all, right? So the kingdom was gifted with rich resources. A good administrator that he was, he transformed and recognized the administration system of the empire. Means he was running the administration system of his empire in very proper way. To control the trade with Arabs on the western coasts, Rajraja defeated the Cheras at Thanjavur Tavapuram, okay, Trivundrapuram. So where he has, we can say that defeated the Cheras in or at Thiruvananthapuram. Okay, so it is in also, it is south. It's a place in south. He controlled the Malabar coast by defeating the Pandyas of Madurai. Initially, the sea. First, he defeated Cheras, then he defeated Pandyas. Okay, so we can say that he was very powerful, he was very strong, he was very valiant, powerful king. Who was he? He was powerful king of Cholas. What was his name? His name was Raj Raja. If somebody asks who found the Chola dynasty, then what you will say? Chola dynasty was founded by Vijayalaya. Okay, but the powerful king was Raj Raja Chola. Okay, right? So Raj Raja first realized the need for a strong navy. So that's why he built strong navy. His navy was the best in the region at that time. So we can say that he was very, brilliant commander. So that's why he was knowing, yes, if I need to spread or expand my dynasty, first thing I need to make strong navy. So that's why his navy was the best in the region at that time, right? He also occupied Sri Lanka's northern part. He also defeated Chalukyas in Deccan. He sent his naval forces to conquer Maldives and all, okay, Maldives island successfully. The beautiful temple of Birhadishwara in Thanjavur in Tamil Nadu was constructed by him. So Chola dynasties, whoever kings were there, they were not only powerful and strong, they were also, we can say that, very skillful to build temples and all. Okay, so it was about Rajendra Chola. Next is about, sorry, it was about Rajaraja Chola. Now second powerful Chola king was Rajendra Chola. After the death of Raj Raja I, his son Rajendra Chola occupied the throne. Means after the death of Raj Raja Chola, who came to be in power? Rajendra Chola. Okay, he continued with the policy of conquest. Whatever policies has been started by his father, he was following all these policies and all. Okay, he was also following one policy only. Ki I need to win more and more land, or to make my dynasty, to make my empire strong. So that's why we can say that what was there. So yes, so the empire become more powerful in the period of Rajendra Chola. Okay, so he completed the conquest of Sri Lanka. Conquest means what? Victory of Sri Lanka, right? That his father had started. His army defeated the Cheras and the Chalukyas, then marched towards northeast, now modern day West Bengal, where he defeated the Palas also. So we can see that he also like his father Cheras and Chalukyas, and instead of that he also defeated Palas even, right? His army even reached Myanmar. People regard Rajendra Chola as Gangi. The name is given here, so I think in your book it's not given. Yes, in your book it is not given. So especially we have, when we were talking about second this administration in the kings and kingdoms, when the people of that particular place getting happy with his king or emperor, they were giving some kind of name to them or title to them. So one title was also given to Rajendra Chola. What was the title given to Rajendra Chola? He was also known as conqueror of the Ganga. Conqueror of the Ganga, right? This title was given to the Rajendra Chola, right? So what so when read backwards, or we can say that means the city of the Cholas, which why he was known as the conqueror of the Ganga. It is believed that Rajendra Chola filled the entire temple tank with the water from the Ganga only. Okay, so whatever that water tank was there, Rajendra Chola filled that tank only with the water of Ganga, and we all know that Ganga is our holy river. Okay, so Rajendra Chola laid the foundation of a few cities. Okay, and a special coronation ceremony was held to celebrate honor his victory. Okay, people loved so much to his king. Who was their king? Rajendra Chola. Okay, Rajendra Chola's most adventurous campaign was in Southeast Asia. For trade, Indian ships had to travel through the Straits of Mulakka, which was under the control of kingdom of Sri Vijaya. The merchants were greatly affected by this, so they appealed to Rajendra Chola for aid. Rajendra Chola sent a large fleet against Sri Vijaya, who was defeated by the Chola navy. So we can say that the trade was resumed once again. Who was not allowing to continue trade? Anyone understood? Who was he? He was Sri Vijaya. So at last Sri Vijaya was also defeated by the Chola king named Rajendra Chola, right? So the trade was resumed once again in Southeast Asia. So the Chola dynasty flourished as a result of it. The successors of, we can say that, Rajendra Chola continued to fight against the neighboring kingdoms and all, but as it always happens, continuous wars need resources and wealth to carry on. The huge expenses on wars affected the Chola's treasury adversely. So this weakened the Chola Empire, and towards the end of the 13th, we can see that century, the Chola Empire totally declined. Right? So Chola so we can say that so many temples also has been made by the Cholas and all, right? So we can say that right. So here we have talked about Chola dynasty. So video is already near about 15 minutes, so I think you all understood about Chola dynasty. So tomorrow we will talk about what kind of sculpture or what kind of temples they have been made. Okay students, please listen the video carefully. We will discuss these all things in our Zoom class also. So till then, keep learning and take care.